Shanahan, first and foremost, under Vasiliauskas' car. Jack Shanahan's father, along with a lot of the Irish crew, trying to get Vasiliauskas to beat this 5 in a row. Damage to the front suspension, they're reporting, after the impact with James Dean. You can see him wiping the sweat from his brow. And all the Irish guys getting in there, if I'm not mistaken, trying to get that car as quickly fixed as possible to get it back out for the second. I'm even looking at Sebastian Fontain's crew there helping out. That is a collection of about 10 different countries there getting behind Vasiliauskas, and that's what drifting's all about, Eddie. It's not all about competition, it's about the best man on the track winning, and they're all there together trying to fix it. Look at John Shannon lying on the ground fixing a competitor's car to try and get it back out for the second half of the battle. There is no die in the Shanahan family, there just is no die. There is no car that literally cannot be fixed in time to get it out, and as you can see, trying to straighten it and tighten that time. They're looking for more bars, more. John needs bigger hammers, bigger bars, anything he has to try and get that car back out again. You can see a tow arm obviously bent or damaged off James Dean's car, and John shouting at the driver to get back into the car, saying to him, stop talking to me and get into the car.
You do not question John Shanahan.
You do not question John Shanahan whatsoever. If he tells you to get back in your car, you get back in your car. And as he shouts to more people there, you can see John, more hammers. The hammers are here now, so we've gone from the crowbar to the hammer to get that car back out there again. And I think all of Vasiliauskas' crew have now backed away about 20 feet from this man from Cork, who is now deciding he is taking the sole responsibility to get this car back out there again. And an even bigger bar is the next thing they've got for him. Or they're actually going to try and track the car. So they're going to use this bar to try and align the front suspension as quickly as possible. And I mean, again, if you go to quick fit, this takes about, 45 minutes to track your car. All you need here is a bar, an angry man from Cork with a hammer, and you are literally back on that grid within 5 minutes' time. And look at John, this is just sportsmanship of the highest order. Trying to get I mean, this is, there is a lot of competition here. It's Ireland, of course, versus, and if he helps Vasiliauskas, he could very well be up against Jack Shanahan later on if things go a different way. But he says, look, get out there and prove it on the track. It doesn't get proven in the pits. And look at this, the spanners and all sorts of tools being used to try and fix this car. The clock is still ticking, but of course that clock stops when that car leaves its pit area. So the 5 minute rule starts.
It looks like they have it ready to go.
And look at that, a clamshell being put back on the front end of the car, and no die whatsoever from the pit lane, as lots of onlookers make sure that this car gets back out. This is the Irish spirit, this is what it's all about here, getting everybody back to the start line. And are they going to beat the clock? They're very, very close to it now, to being out of time. They're going to try and put this car back together in the time they have. How much will be left on the clock? So we're saying that we've just, within a minute of running out of time here, they're just using the last bit of time they have to try and get this car as 100% as possible. And they said that it looks like the car is straight. They said it looks like it's okay. He's now trying to align the back end of the wheel here. They're putting the bumper back on the car. A lot of assembly going on here, and this is just drama on top of drama. And of course, this is not about where you're from. It's not about who you represent as a championship. It's about getting everybody back to that start line and putting on a show. And you can see John just making those last second adjustments to make sure that car handles 100% when it gets back to the line. The clock stays ticking. Will they be able to beat the clock and get that car out there safely? Our marshal's informing the crews working on the car how much time they have left. You can see John, listen, they want to make that car as straight as possible. They don't want to obviously send him into that corner and above 90 miles an hour ahead of the car. So it looks like he's saying the car is fine. Guys, give them a big round of applause, as it looks like they're going to get that car back out onto the grid. And the Irish and the Lithuanians coming together to get Vasiliauskas back on the grid. Give him a big round of applause as that car moves away from its pit area and beats the clock.
Anything to try and get James Dean beat.
With 30 seconds on the clock, he's going to return to the circuit. And look at those guys, all smiles, all shaking the hands. Guys, give it up for an amazing backroom team there of multiple nationalities. Guys, give it up for Andreas Vasiliauskas.